Hello everyone and welcome to my channel. Today we're gonna work on these earrings. I still didn't figure out any name for it, so I'll figure it out by the end of the video. I actually made the pendant first and then decided to make a pair of earrings because I thought they're just gorgeous. Wait, let me show you the pendant. Here is the pendant done with moss green pearls. So I thought, I should make matching earrings. So this probably will be next tutorial. But for now, look at this gorgeousness. This clear beads, they are not new. They are recycled. I take a lot of old jewelry apart that are broken. So these were from there. I didn't have many of it, so I was waiting for a smaller project and they came really handy here. And they are so gorgeous. They almost look like vintage, but I'm not sure if they're vintage or not, but all I know is they are recycled and they look very, very petite. I'm really loving it. So this I made in clear and gold, and this is the one we're gonna work on today. I decided to make red and gold. Now this one I just used 8mm crystals, recycled. I have no idea where they're from. They might be Chinese or vintage or Czech. I have no idea. This one is I used Swarovski 8mm pearls. So basically you can use any 8mm beads here. So this is crystal, this is glass pearls. So we're gonna use the same pearls for the second pair. Then you'll need some 3mm. This on the sides, they are 3mm fire polish beads. And then you'll need some 15-0 Tohos, a bit of 11-0 Tohos. Then you'll need earring hooks, Nymo size D. I'm gonna be using black with my colors, beading needle size 10, and scissors to cut the thread. So go ahead, thread your needle. For this one, I used exactly 1 yard, but I would suggest to take a bit more just to be on the safe side, because this one, this loop I reinforced twice. Here I reinforced 3 times. So depending on how you feel like you might want to reinforce it 3 times if you can, because it's gonna get quite tight. But I would suggest to take about 1.25 yards and then we'll get to work. So I prepared all my beads and we're gonna start with the 11-0s and the pearls, and then we're gonna use 15-0s and 3mm to reinforce it and embellish it. So we're gonna pick up let's pick up 8 11-0s and 1 pearl, or whatever bead you are using, as long as it's 8mm. So I have 8 11-0s and the pearl. I'm gonna drop it down. I'm gonna leave a short tail that I can just sew in later. That's all we need it for, just a really short tail. I'm gonna go through all those beads one more time and pull the thread. Just make sure you have the tail there. We don't really need a stop bead here because we're gonna just reinforce it. And I'm gonna take through 2 more beads here. And now I'm just gonna pull both sides. So see, I just have really short tail. And here we have the first unit. I'm gonna go ahead and reinforce it and come back to the same spot. So I'm just gonna take it through 11-0s. Go through the pearl and come down through 2 11-0s. And I'm going downwards on the 2 11-0s. Now I'm gonna pick up 6 11-0s. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and the pearl. 6 11/0 and the pearl, and I'm gonna drop it down. And here I'm gonna take my beads, take my needle through those 2 beads again, through the other side. And then I reinforce it. Then when I go down these 2 beads, I can pull my thread nice and tight and it should stay in place. And now I'm gonna take my needle to these 2 beads. So I'm just gonna go through 11/0. And then I'm gonna pick up 1 pearl, drop it down, and then I'm gonna pick up 6 11/0. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And then I'm gonna go upwards through the last 2 11/0 and pull my thread. And then I reinforce it. Go through the pearl, and then go through the 11/0. And thread this 2 beads. And then here, make sure you pull your thread nice and tight. And then go through the pearl. And then I'm gonna go downwards on the top 2 11/0. Here I'm gonna pick up 6 11/0 and the pearl. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and the pearl. Drop it down. And then come back down through these 2 11/0. And then reinforce. Here, make sure you pull your thread nice and tight. And then I'm gonna take it to this top 2 beads here on this side. So just gonna take it around. And then I'm gonna pick up a pearl, drop it down, pick up 6 11/0. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And go through the top 2 11/0 and pull the thread. Then reinforce. And then once you go through this 2 11/0, pull your thread nice and tight. Take it through the pearl. And then go downwards on this 2 11/0. Now I'm gonna pick up 6 11/0 and the pearl. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and a pearl. Drop it down. Then I'm gonna go through this 2 11/0 again through the other side. And pull the thread. Now reinforce. And then once you take it down through these 2 beads, pull your thread nice and tight. So we have 6 pearls in place now, and now we're gonna connect it. I'm gonna go through this. And I'm gonna come out through this to 11 rows. So I'm here. I'm gonna pick up the last pearl. And then here, see? My thread's coming out up that way. I'm gonna go down here, the 2 beads. And then pull the thread. And then I'm gonna pick up 4 11 rows. 1, 2, 3, 4. And then see where my thread's coming out of? I'm gonna go up these 2 beads. And pull the thread. And now reinforce. And once you go through these 2 beads, pull your thread nice and tight. So we have the shape ready, but it's really wonky, see? But this one is quite strong. So here, I'm gonna go through the pearl, go down these 2 beads, and then go, see at the bottom, we have 4 beads. 1, 2, 3, 4. I'm gonna go through the first 3 of them. Pull my thread. Then I'm gonna pick up 2 15 rows. See at the bottom, we always have 4 11 rows. 1, 2, 3, 4. I'm gonna take my needle through the middle 2. And pull the thread. Pick up 2 15 rows. My thread's coming out here. I'm gonna go through the bottom 2 beads on the second, on this unit here now. And pull the thread. Pick up 2 15 rows. Take my needle through the bottom 2 11 rows here. Pull the thread. Pick up 2 15 rows. Go through the bottom 2 beads here. Pull the thread. Pick up 2 15 rows. Go through the bottom 2 units here. Pull the thread. Pick up 2 15 rows. Go through the bottom 2 units here. Pick up last 2 15 rows. And then finish off the circle going through 2 beads here. And then pull the thread. And now I want to go ahead and reinforce this circle. So I'm gonna go through the 15 rows and the 11 rows. That's 1. 2. 3. 4. 5. 6. And the last one here. 7. And now you want to take your needle to the outside. So I'm just gonna go through this 11 now here, and then these two 11 O's. And now I'm gonna take it through the pearl, pick up 1 3mm, go through the next pearl, pick up 1 3mm, go through the next pearl, pick up 1 3mm, go through the next, and so on until you add all the 3mm between the pearls. And then the last one. Here I'll skip to the next 3mm. So I'm coming out of the 3mm. I'm gonna pick up 20 15 O's.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. 5, 10, 15, 20.
And then 1 11 now. Drop it down. Pick up the clasp. My clasp is open, so I'm just gonna use chain nose pliers to close it. Take my needle through the hook and take my needle back through the 11 now. And then here I want to pull my thread nice and tight. And then I'm gonna pick up 20 15 O's.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. 5, 10,
15 20. Drop it down. And then, see, this is the 3mm I'm coming out of. I'm gonna skip the next one and go down the one after. And then you can go straight through the pearl if you can. Then here, once you pull your thread, just make sure it all looks nice. And then I'm gonna take my needle all the way around. And then here I will reinforce that loop again. So just take my needle through all those 15 O's. And then come out of the 11 O on one side of the hook. Take your needle through the hook. And then go back down the 11 O and down the other side of those 15 O's. Then just continue downwards. And then here I can just make one loop somewhere. Here I'm just gonna take my needle under the thread going on between the beads. Leave a small loop, take my needle through and pull the thread and then take it away from the loop. pull the thread nice and tight, and then here use the scissors and get rid of that tail, get rid of this thread. And then I'm gonna go ahead and thread this tail. And then I'm just gonna take it through the pearl. See, it's coming out of the 11-0 there at the bottom. So I'm just gonna take it through the pearl, which is quite difficult now because those pearls have quite small holes as well. And then here I'm gonna make one knot. Take my needle through the next bead. And cut the tail. So the same exact way you make the second pair, which I already have. Look how gorgeous they are. So I hope you guys enjoyed the tutorial. I hope you stick around for more. I think next one I will probably make this one if I don't change my mind and decide to stick another tutorial in between. So it's almost the same, but it has more embellishment on the sides and the loop, the way that we make the loop as well. So thanks for watching, guys. Feel free to share the video with your friends. Make sure to subscribe, make sure to like the video if you did, and stick around for more. See you in the next one. Bye bye.